Ever wondered what it truly meant to live in Westeros? Um, not as a king or queen, but as someone ordinary. Um, for years, we've witnessed the battles of noble houses and the schemes of powerful families. But what about the lives of those swept along in the wake of their conflicts? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms isn't afraid to show us. And it starts with a surprisingly visceral introduction to our hero, Dunk. This series begins with Dunk mourning a loss, but quickly pivots to a less dignified scene. We find him relieving himself in the woods. Um, it's not subtle in the it's extensive tail dot. Why this graphic opening? It's not just shock value. Is It's a statement, uh, and well, a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is determined to be different. It's a Westeros, strict air, unapologetically real. Uh, Humor is key. The dialogue is sharp, often crude. What you got thing at, you blue-eyed cunt. And the world feels brutally honest. A hedge knight is simply a knight, but sadder. A bleak assessment that sets the tone is Gunk's discomfort isn't played for laughs. It's a deliberate contrast. He's an everyman, lacking the comforts and privileges of nobility. And This isn't a glamorous adventure. It's a struggle for survival. This shift is crucial. Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon focused heavily on power and lineage. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms expands the scope, exploring the lives of those caught in the crossfire. It asks us to consider a wider Westeros that it's not the first time the franchise has acknowledged the less glamorous side of life. Uh, and remember, Samwell Tarly's less than glamorous duties at the Citadel cleaning bedpans wasn't exactly a heroic act, but it grounded his character. Just as Sam's task highlighted the contrast between noble life and scholarly toil, Dunk's predicament underscores the hardships faced by the common folk. He's driven by a desire to do right, but his journey is fraught with challenges. He's not a born hero destined for greatness. Uh, he's a flawed, relatable human being simply trying to make his way in a cruel world. That's This vulnerability is what makes him compelling. Dunk may have been dull to stand, but he refuses to be defeated. With Egg by his side, he remains steadfast in his beliefs, beacon of hope in a world dominated by self-interest. This is what sets A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms apart. It's a refreshing change of pace, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, courage and compassion can prevail. It's a worthy addition to George R. R. Martin's universe. So next time you find yourself lost in the world of Westeros, remember Dunk. He's a reminder that even without a crown or a dragon, you can still be a hero. And that sometimes the most important battles are fought not on the battlefield, but within ourselves. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I